Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Deus Ex Human Revolution. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today. Thank you so much for joining me, as always. And, we got shotgun cartridges. We don't really need the shotgun cartridges, and I can't go in through that vent. I wish I could go in through that vent. We are gonna have to deal with a camera for the first time in a long time. We are actually... Oh, that's interesting. That is very interesting. So I can see that camera over there. Camera saw me, actually. Woo! Okay. Yeah, that camera seeing me is an issue. Because now it's going to take a little while to look away. I don't know that it actually looks away. I'm looking at the minimap, by the way. If you're wondering why I'm looking at a wall. And that's where... Well, you could be looking. You didn't see me. So how am I gonna disable that camera? There is a chance that I simply... I don't know what I want to do. I thought I might shoot them from here. Wow, they didn't see me. They definitely looked back. Yeah, the camera needs to be disabled. We're gonna come back. Because... I need to be careful as well. I see many things around here. Wow, this is tricky. I like it. In my memory, the game gets very stealth-based from now on, and I love it. So... Okay, there's two of them. Ooh, what do we have? Chocolate? Hell yeah. Can I get the chocolate? Yes, this is lovely. Best game. Okay, what else do we have? Is that a coffee cup? No, that is a faucet. So... those two... In the back of my mind... It's, the other guy's still there. I hear a mine? Yes. Wow. It's gonna be tricky. So the mine is there, so I can't go through there. Okay. So the camera is gonna be an issue. But it isn't gonna be the biggest issue, I would say. So what I'm gonna do instead, because it doesn't rotate, it's really bad that it doesn't. What I'm gonna do instead, I'm gonna throw something there. Oh, I know what I can throw. I'm gonna throw this thing.
Hello, I heard you.
I hope you did. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna look at the trash can? That's what people do.
I've got a man.
Okay. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I wasn't expecting it. But it's yeah. It's shotgun blast. That's what that is. Still, I misclicked on the... Oh.
Hello, I heard you.
I misclicked on the right click, basically. I don't think I did. I think I was just poorly positioned. And that is how you get past this guy. Not past the camera. The camera is dumb. Oof. Thank you very much. Shotgun cartridges. Camera doesn't look at me. You know, we really can't disable the cameras. It's not like in the first game where you can just absolutely disable the cameras and everything is fine. You're dead, aren't you? Yes. They alarmed themselves, but I think that's normal. Oh, it is not. Oh, no, that didn't happen. Quick load. Yes, please. Wow, how did... it's the turrets. I don't like the turrets. So the turrets don't have... They're not like cameras. They don't have a... They detect you immediately, basically. So we're going to leave the chocolate bar for later. We're just going to focus on things right now. I say we're going to focus on things. There's not much... Oh. Camera control room? That does not look like a camera control room. The sleepwalking world. Wake up! We are not alone. The one world government and all its lackeys ensure that everyone who speaks out about life and other worlds is labeled a fool, a crackpot. They discredit all research and conceal the truth. Alien beings are real. Our elected officials know this. They have been in communication with extraterrestrials, extra-dimensionals, xenoforms, and other non-human life and kept it from us. Is this from that guy that shows up in the radio? I think maybe. Aliens have been here for a very long time. Their technologies are beyond human ability to understand, and our leaders are selling us out to these invaders for their knowledge. They have come here to fulfill an alien agenda, to interbreed with our species. They are dying off and need our genetic material. They have come to colonize us by making us into them. Our children will be theirs if we do not stop them. We will not survive unless we resist. This is sort of very common middle of the road conspiracy theory. Crackpot theories that basically end up being, I watched a movie that is real. Let's add it to my theories. Okay, so we have something over here. We could all see that coming. Although I do not know where this goes. I hope it leads to the computer. Oh, there's people over here. It leads to the turret, at least. That might be the only way to get past this thing. I'm gonna try something. Oh. That works for me. That definitely works for me. I knew we could move the turrets. I did not know that they didn't have accelerometers. Or actually, I don't even know how they're programmed. Because they should know. You don't even need an accelerometer to know that you're being moved. Because your camera is moving. And you don't want it to move. So this is going to make that bad thing that happened not happen again. And of course, we're still going to need to get past these guys. I might do it with this. Let's get a little bit closer. Okay, I can just have a look-see. So you see the problem with this is that they're right there together. It's impossible to normally shoot them. That said, the guy on the right never looks this way. What could that mean?
Time to unload. Get him!
What?
Beat it!
Okay, shut up. Shut up. No. Stealth. We need to get that bonus, because that's the challenge. If I get detected, it's game over. The game should have, like, a trigger in my suit that if somebody sees me, I die. There's probably some science fiction about that as well. Either way, what happened there, I do not know. I also don't know why that guy detected me. Okay.
Okay.
No, that's not happening. I figured that was going to happen, but it's not happening. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead with a taser. So, yeah, I know they get back up, which actually shouldn't happen because yeah. I know they get back up. So he definitely has, I need to look at the minimap. There it is.
Did you hear that?
That's good. Okay. You have to be kidding me. He didn't hit him.
Someone's shooting.
And then you see that, right? That's so... Oh, I got a merciful soul at the end. That is... I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. What the heck is that detection? Because the bullet, or whatever this is, definitely hit the guy. Okay, so what we want is we want to look at the cone.
Did Did you hear that?
Okay. In the butt. And you are gonna happen as well.
Hey! What happened?
Yeah, a little bit wasteful, but that's, you know, we also lost, then died, exploded a few times, so I think we're good on that front. I'm absolutely okay with how this turned out, even though it just showed that I have no idea what the ready. Maybe I was missing. You know what? Maybe I did a little bit of missing. Okay, got the pistol, and that's why it didn't work. But I don't know. The biggest thing is that they're, if you're wondering, I was having difficulty because the minimap view radius is the one that actually matters. Their animation is not properly synced with that, at least from my, from what I could tell. That's where I shot, yeah. Their animation basically is not synced up with that, which means that they seem to be looking away when they're actually not. So you need to look at the minimap rather than... I think we're gonna be safe. Rather than... Oh, there's a computer. Here we are. That's what I should have been on the lookout for. You need to look at the minimap rather than their actual animation. And the problem is when you aim down the sights... Actually, it's not the sights. Well, it is the sights. But when you aim down the sights, it just... I think we're gonna be fine. No, we're not.
Access granted.
The minimap goes away. So, it's just... Yeah, and we can disable. Everything is fine. Okay. That's pretty good. I think we're not gonna need this. And, that is the solution. And because there's no enemies, all I need to do is complete my personal objective of disabling that. I think it's possible. It doesn't... That didn't seem like it was possible. Is it not possible to disable a mine? I quick saved just before. Don't worry about it. Well, that's how you disable a mine. You don't walk into it. Wasn't that what happened before? We were just being careful and mines just blow up before they actually have range on you. That's gonna trigger... That's gonna make people very upset with me. Let's not risk that changing the ghost modifier. I think we've gotten it once, but I'm also pretty sure I missed it in another mission. Because it's basically... I think it is tied to missions. Like, if you do a mission without being detected or raising an alarm, you get the ghost experience bonus. Which is not really... It's not really about the experience. That's because, you know, for all I know, I have a lot of... I don't know where they are, actually. I have a lot of practices. No, I still have 0. Okay. But, I mean, it's also about the experience. It's just that's not the major thing. It's just about the enjoyment of playing the game in stealth mode, because I think that's fun. Even though, obviously, non-stealth mode is also pretty fun. Okay, we have electricity. We have mines. I think we're gonna be fine. Trying to figure out where... Oh, I know how to disable them. You just throw something at them. That's how it is, I think. Yep. Oh, there's another. Excuse me. I like that this little thing didn't didn't get blown up. Because there's no destructible environments and whatnot. Man, they really went all out. It's better than the electricity, I tell you. Because, you know, jumping puzzles. And there's nobody around here. I believe the pretense that, you know, if an NPC finds somebody who has been knocked out, they basically wake them up. I think the pretense is that what they do is they just go in there and are like, hey, hey, and that's how they work. And of course with tranquilizers, I want to get to that guy. Oh, I can do this thing. Okay. And of course with tranquilizers that doesn't make any sense. But it also there's another problem with that pretense is that other loud noises, like maybe mines exploding, would wake them up because the hey hey and tap them a little bit is basically what it amounts to. Okay, so these guys spawning in and all that, that's totally fine. And actually probably good, because otherwise the mines would just, these guys would come over here. Machines moving a bunch. Okay. There's 2 of them. Oh. Come on! Come here. Whew. That was a bad decision. Oh. I had to eat a chocolate. Okay. Oh, your combat rifle is sticking out, sir. I'll put it in my inventory. And there we go. Okay. Yeah, that was that required. Yeah, because we couldn't tell what their patrol routes were gonna be, and they were actually pretty decent for them to go in that direction. Their patrol routes were decent. I mean, so yeah, that required some reaction time and whatnot. It's not reaction time, but quick thinking, basically. There's a bucket. Lots of green buckets. As we know, green buckets are the best buckets. Although red buckets are also pretty decent. Many decent things in this episode. I'm saying that word a lot. Okay, so we have somebody with a minigun. We might have 2 people with a minigun. And I just lost the opportunity to shoot them with tranquilizers. I don't believe they'll come this way. Yes. I just left-clicked. What? Don't make me kill you! Don't make me kill you. Are you kidding me? What? What? I also got detected immediately because I messed up the controls. That wasn't even... That was basically me screwing up the... Screwing up my inputs. I just played badly. Looks like a walled-in wall. Yeah, no, it's not. It's just the things. Okay. So let's take advantage of that. Because he's behind. He might have to get back up, but I'm gonna do it. What? Your face doesn't move! Oh my god. You see what I mean? It's like... I think it's the animations. Because the game doesn't actually play off the animations. The animations don't matter. The game plays off of whether they have visual or they don't. And all you need to do is you're like playing the game on a mini-map at the same time as you're aiming on the thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to... Okay, that's bad news. That's really bad news.
Stop him! Acknowledge!
This not having an aim reticule is yeah, in the heat of moment is actually pretty difficult. I wish we had one, because that's dumb, honestly. But not having one, I mean. So what I'm waiting for is that, and then I shoot you. Get back up. I missed the second one. No, I didn't. Okay, so I wait for it. There it is. See? I had to wait for his map. Oh my god, without that that upgrade that doesn't allow us to see his line of sight in the map, it must be so infuriating. Oh my god, I'm just now realizing that. The reason why we see their line of sight on the minimap is because of an upgrade. Without it, you have no idea. And that is what matters. Not we have no idea because we're not seeing them. Is we have no idea is because they're looking flat at the floor, but they're actually not. It's just the animation is still not done. That's what happened before, at least as far as I can tell. Not really complaining about it. I'm just trying to explain why I sucked so badly, and didn't do a good job. That's why. So we're going through our resources, which I very much appreciate. I have them, and I want to use them. And we're using them in ways that are sort of very necessary. And we're leaving to Lower Hengja. Wait a minute. Where are we leaving to? It must be like up. I don't know. Higher up? Because we didn't see entrances or anything.
Malik, get Pritchard on the line. Tell him I need everything he's got on the Tai Young Medical Building. Schematics, blueprints, everything.
That might take a while, Jensen.
Yeah, well, he's got as long as it takes for me to find this Tai Young shuttle Van Bruggen talked about and ride it to their factory. Jensen out.
Those are enemies. No, those are friendlies. No, they're gray, so they are enemies. I thought there was something over here. Where are they, though? Am I right on that? Let me find out. Excuse me.
You shouldn't be here, sir. Get moving.
That's why. Okay. I shouldn't be here. Hey. Do you like Hengsha? He asks. Oh, I know where we are. We're in the Poo City. Or above the Poo City. So they're all having a chat over there. Which makes it impossible for us to actually... What's going on?
You shouldn't be here. Get moving.
They're surrounding the whole gardens. Okay. Well, we explored everything, so we don't really need to worry too much about, you know, going there again. Unless, of course, there's, like, side quests that show up or something, but I don't believe there are. So what we are doing is we're going up, but we have 2 missions.
Ecosphere is in serious trouble, Eliza.
We have one over here, apparently. No, but is that the main quest? How does that work? What is blue and what is yellow? There you are. Side quest is blue. Same. Yeah. Let's go back inside into the limb clinic. What did I have to do over here? Well, I guess we're gonna find out if I look over here. Evelyn Carmichael, a good friend of Malik's, died recently. Oh, yeah. I have to talk to... Who do I have to talk to? No, wait, am I misremembering what this is? Let's see. Evelyn Carmichael, a good friend of Malik's. Oh, it's for the autopsy reports. I am forgetting. I'm misremembering what this was for. Thought I needed to talk to somebody. Malik suspects foul play. She's asked me to meet a mysterious contact with who works at Hengsha Limb Clinic. He's using the nickname Anonymous X, yes, and has offered to give her a peek at Evelyn's autopsy report. X is waiting in the clinic lobby. I'm supposed to be able to identify him by the hat he's wearing. There we go. That's the thing I was looking for. We are supposed to meet... Hello, you're not the one, you don't have a hat. We are supposed to meet with somebody, and it's for the autopsy, so I misremembered everything rightly. You're not a person, you're not a person, not a person. Are you a person? No, you're not. Who's the person? No hats? I mean, this guy has a hat.
One moment.
What?
You are not a harvester.
That's
We
correct.
have had the occasional problem with them stealing from limb clinics.
Right. So I can steal from limb clinics. There's nobody with a hat? Oh, it's him.
Can't you see I'm busy? Go bother someone else.
Nice hat. I'm here for Evelyn's autopsy report.
What? Are you mad?
No, just impatient.
But that's not what... You were supposed to remember and use the correct expression. Gods, what have I gotten myself into? Meet me outside the clinic. Turn left from the front and go down the stairs. I'll be waiting at the corner.
Is that obviously being a reference to... in 2012... It's a number Chan. It's... I think 4chan already existed in 2012. And, yeah, it's just like in 2020. It's a place for a lot of conspiracy theories and cookie theories, but as in, yeah. But I don't know if 4chan existed in 2012, because I think it started off. Was it 2chan? I don't know. I actually don't know. I think I have known it in the past, but I forget. Yeah, basically 4chan is an offshoot from another Chan site. I think it is 2chan, could be something else. And then 8chan is another newer, also, it's basically numbers, always numbers. It's websites and...
You need Praxis software? Neuroprotein? Something else?
Where people
Okay, computer.
go to delude themselves, among other things, because just message boards. So, nothing here that I want, although that is pretty good. I can't sell.
Okay, bye now.
Die. So we're just leaving, I suppose. Where did he say he wanted to meet me? I forget, because I was thinking about... I was trying to remember what the original... Well, first off, I was trying to remember if 4chan was a thing in 2012. I believe it was already. I think it's from 2009. The foundation of that particular one. So we need to go south. Oh. I am destroying everything. Hey.
Over here. Come on now. Nice hat. Do you have any idea what you're dealing with here? You could get me fired for this. Or worse.
You'll be fine. You can stop whispering now.
Right. Well, you're not exactly what I was expecting. I was told I would be meeting a girl. How do I know you're not an imposter or some sort of double agent? Don't think I don't know this could all just be an elaborate trap to set me up.
Look, no offense, Mr. X, or whatever your name is, but I really don't have time for this. So if you could simply just give me what I came for, I'll be on my way.
Yes, yes. I have it right here. Evelyn Carmichael's autopsy report. Here, take it.
Thank you.
I trust you will put this information to good use, because accountability and justice is at an all-time low, I'm afraid. It pains me to see this once great city, which stood as a bastion for reform and progress against our oppressive communist origins, succumb to the trappings of corporate bureaucracy and petty corruption. Corruption so often typical of your Western governments.
Whatever you say. Now, if you don't mind, I really must be going.
Well, there is still the matter of my payment. 1,000 credits was the agreed-upon price, I believe. Isn't that right?
And what were you just saying about corruption?
A deal is a deal. Surely your handlers informed you of this little detail.
No, my handlers failed to mention this little detail. Never mind. Just take your money. This report better be worth it.
Oh, I assure you it is. Whoever it was that didn't want this information given to the proper authorities paid a lot of money to have it ignored. A pity for them, LIM policy strictly prohibits deletion of records concerning operational procedures. For legal purposes, you see.
Legal, right. Nice doing business with you, X.
It's the message of the game is so mixed up all the time. My God, it's unbelievable how mixed up it is. So let's just start from the beginning, or not the beginning, but rather he's obviously a reference to Anonymous. He's Anonymous X, but Anonymous, the online sort of group sort of situation that spawned from 4chan. I think there was a big thing back in 2012. I'm pretty sure it was around the Occupy Wall Street time. I might be wrong about that. I'm not 100% sure. I think it might have been before that. It might have been a few years before the game came out. So it is a reference to Anonymous. Anonymous, I think, formed specifically as a reference to the Guy Fawkes masked vigilante in V for Vendetta, the movie from, I forget the name of the creators, but either way, V for Vendetta is a movie, and the protagonist uses a mask. Well, actually, I say the protagonist, one of the main characters, uses a mask of Guy Fawkes, and to bring down this fascistic, that's the word, I can pronounce it, fascistic government in the UK. It's all fictitious and all that. There are some references to real world pasts, but they're sparse. The game, the movie isn't particularly heavy on the message that it dresses itself in, but it does definitely allude to the ideology that it fights against, that the movie fights against. So Guy Fawkes, or rather not Guy Fawkes, but the protagonist or the character that dresses as Guy Fawkes, basically, and Anonymous both. No, I say Anonymous both. Anonymous is complicated because it's just a sort of fake group. It's complicated because it's not centralized. There's no leaders. But yeah, it's definitely anti-fascist. The movie itself, V for Vendetta, is anti-fascist. The origins of Anonymous are also anti-oppression and anti-governmental oversight. They are related to the origins, anyway. I think they are. I might be missing some things, but they're related against the fight against surveillance that all throughout the first decade of the 21st century has kept growing on the back of the 9/11 attack on the Twin Towers and other places in the U.S. So that's the backdrop for Anonymous. And the reason why the message is mixed, though, is twofold. There are definitely two things. There's one thing that is the big failure of this particular side quest, which is the proper authorities. The proper authorities are gonna have access to this information. That is a failure of the storytelling in this particular quest, because that is as opposite of Anonymous, who the real life Anonymous, not Anonymous X. It's as opposite as it gets of Anonymous X. You might remember. I don't remember anything that Anonymous did. I do know that Anonymous and Anonymous is kind of related, but I don't know in what way. I might be speaking out of turn. I'm not a specialist in any of this. But feel free to tell me in the comments and discuss all this in the comments. It's very, very much, very interesting, I feel. The WikiLeaks has... The foundation of WikiLeaks, which obviously, WikiLeaks being a pretty important political player, world political player in the second decade of the 20th century. The foundation of WikiLeaks and certainly the propagation of WikiLeaks has to do with Anonymous. I'm sorry. Because Anonymous, the group itself, would hack things and all that, but more so at the beginning, and then there's all sorts of bad things that happen, and just it's a mess of a history of the Anonymous group. And the same for WikiLeaks, to be fair. But no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do this. I just clicked. But the point is, it's very much about not the proper authorities, because the proper authorities hide things. The Panama Papers. The proper authorities had the Panama Papers, and then they released the Panama Papers in the WikiLeaks, or at WikiLeaks, and other things as well. It started off. It has to do with corruption as well. So the theme is sort of there. It's just that it shows a complete misunderstanding of the fundamental philosophy behind, the Anonymous as a group, and certainly behind the V for Vendetta, because the proper authorities were oppressive, and while the name of the communist regime of China is communist, and so sort of on the other side of the political spectrum of fascism, the oppression is still there, and even though yeah, and you might be of the persuasion that says that, yeah, they call themselves communists, but that doesn't really mean that they are. Especially because when you think about, at least the root of the term, at least the root of the philosophy of well, actually, it's not the root of the philosophy, because communism comes from the principle of, or the name itself comes from the principle of the common ownership of the means of production. That's where communism comes from. And that's where the word communes also come from, but still, that has nothing to do with any of this. It's just more to do with the decentralization of power and the socialization of power, which is sort of a synonym in certain contexts, and then socialism kind of becomes a little bit better term for it. But certainly China isn't that. It isn't. It doesn't seem to be that in this setting. It isn't that in modern day, and so and I think V for Vendetta also fits that. Like, it's not. It's more. It's a movie more about the fight against oppression and the proper authorities, and sticking it to the man. You might have noticed this T-shirt, which is a reference to social movements as well. I don't think that's a what's the word? Coincidence. I don't think that's just a coincidence. Yeah, it just fails. And the other thing as well, he mentions, I guess basically I think it's a failure of this particular side quest, and I wish it wasn't, because it's kind of interesting, but it turns out just to be a goofy reference from people who don't really care to understand what the real world things that they're referencing are actually about. Either way, we're out of time for the day. So for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Deus Ex Human Revolution. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.